Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, continuing on right where we left off last session, it's time for yet another grinding chill stream here in Yakuza 7. Now, I believe if we focus in today, I may actually hit level 99. However, I'm also being told you want to get your job up to level 99 as close as humanly possible. Some people have said, oh, you need to max out every job. That's not happening. How many times do you really think I'm going to sit here grinding? How many months to get every job to level 99? That's ridiculously stupid. I'm not wasting time with that. But if I can max out one job or maybe even get another job a little bit higher, that's going to be kind of what I want to go for, okay? So, we'll see what happens. I get the feeling I will be able to beat the final dungeon without maxing every single job in the game. That's really stupid. But it looks like, you know, we got some more grinding to do, which means it's more fun interactions, more chilling, more talking. Alright? Yes, hello, Expand Dong. It's good to see you here tonight. Alright, here we go. They start with fighting and defense up. Ridiculous. Hello, Ratty Bag. Hello, Kate. Hello, everyone tonight. Yeah. Oh, I missed. You're weak. I'm up. Drop the elbow. Boom. 708. Excellent critical hit right there. Oh, whopping 3 damage. See, we've now leveled up so much that we can actually absorb a lot of hits from these guys and they don't do a lot of damage, which is great. It means we're not going to have to waste time healing or anything. Likely, we could just, like with this guy, just beat him up normally, not have to waste any MP. Very good. Yes, I watched Full House as a kid. Hello to Frog in a party hat. Iwojo complimented me on my Mortal Kombat shirt. Yes, my wife got this for me this week, actually, and I really like it. Thank you. So, hey there, Babe says, basically you need around 3 jobs max for each character because of how much damage that they're going to deal to you. Well, we'll see what happens. Okay. Standing Pants, no worries. I didn't take your cheer as anything insulting earlier at all. Okay. I really didn't. Because you actually asked it respectfully versus people who want to sit here and be dicks. You actually asked it respectfully. Now, I hope you understand the answer. Now, if you sit here all night and harp on it all night, then that would piss me off. But that's the problem. That's what people tend to do. Oh, we asked one question. We got an answer. Let's ask the same question 70 times tonight in different ways to piss you off. Okay. Oh, let's see here. Gimme Mo, you're already starting up and you're on the rate. Getting banned. So, congratulations. Do it again. You're out of here because I have no patience tonight. Especially after earlier today with people who basically, see, you guys who are watching this on YouTube don't know. There were some people on my earlier Immortals Phoenix Rising stream who were really trying to piss me off and get my dough. Just complaining constantly the game sucks and everything. It's like, why are you here? You know what game I'm playing. I'm a variety streamer. I purposely play a variety of games, so every stream you come to is different. Whether I'm playing Mario, Call of Duty, Street Fighter, Yakuza 7, Immortals Phoenix Rising. You know, there's so many games I'm playing. What a variety of games that I play. How could you possibly complain about what I'm playing and say it's boring when every stream is something different? And they were sitting here complaining, trying to derail the stream, and they pissed a lot of regulars off, including me. So I have no tolerance for bullshit tonight, okay? Alright, I may have gotten a tip. I just want to take a look at it. And I apologize, guys, because sadly, recently, there have been a lot of troll tippers this week in particular. People coming in and they, you know, fake tipping and shit. And it sucks that I have to kind of sit here and screen everything. I don't want to screen everything. I want to relax and have a good time with you guys tonight. But it just seems like I'm just going to have to screen shit, you know, for the time being. I'm actually pleased that I did not jump the gun re-enabling the pop-up messages for tips, especially with some of the stuff that came in earlier this week. Alright, this is a legit tip, thank God. This one is from Sturban1, who tipped me $10, and he says, what do I think about the VTuber trend? Would you consider becoming a VTuber? Well, alright. Well, first of all, I guess what I need to do is understand it. And from what people have explained to me, I've never actually seen one of these things, alright? For them to understand the way a VTuber works is, it really is a live streamer, right? But the live streamer uses an animated character on the screen rather than their real person on webcam. Like, it's a rendered character, right? A 3D rendered character who looks kind of like an anime character or something like that, right? And I guess the streamer plays that character on the stream rather than it being the real person. It's like they're portraying a character on the stream. That's my understanding of it. Please, by all means, if I'm not understanding it, please please correct me if I'm wrong, because I may not know what I'm talking about. That's what people have told me it is. Okay? But if that's the case, like, here's the thing. If you are 100% known that you're just a character, that's what you're known for, and that character somehow becomes popular, hey, I guess all power to you. I guess some people would argue, oh, that's not genuine, because it's not the real you, you're portraying a character. I hate to tell everyone, that's no different than what a lot of top streamers do. Right? A lot of top streamers, they're dressing a certain way, they're acting a certain way, they're dyeing their hair, they're acting over the top, they're screaming, they're doing mannerisms that are something that are a character, you see? And if that character is what gets over and what people like, you're doing exactly the same thing as VTubing, except you're showing a real human there dressed up rather than just showing the animated facade. There's really no difference. There really is no difference, okay? Now, obviously, some people are going to be upset because I actually heard about some of this. I actually heard, and this maybe I'm maybe I'm misunderstanding. I've heard that there's some female streamers who get a certain kind of audience. Let's be honest here. Certain kind of viewer who likely is a male viewer who fawns all over them and tends to, like, donate a lot because it's a female streamer. Obviously, I completely think this is stupid as hell. This is women preying on lonely dudes. I think it's a messed up thing that this happens. I don't agree with it at all. Alright? If you're putting out quality content, that's one thing. If you're preying on guys on the internet because they just want to dump money on you because you're a girl who dresses up for your fucking stream and you're flirting with your stream viewers, I don't agree with that at all. That's my personal take on it. You can disagree. I think it's fucked up and it's immoral. Alright? That's my take on it. Okay? But apparently there are some of these women who do this for a living who are now upset because these VTubers, these virtual girls, are just, you know, animated. They're not real people. I mean, there are people behind them voicing them, but they're basically virtual girls are actually getting attention and traction in the streaming communities. They're getting followings, and in a lot of ways, they're taking up the money that these women used to make doing what they do on the internet, all right? So it's kind of like, I don't know, like, this is basically almost like a purist versus a new school technology argument. You know what I'm saying? Like, in my opinion, it's all the same shit. Seriously, in my opinion, that's all the same. And I don't like any of it, personally. Like, I think it's all stupid. I don't think that anyone should be so dumb that they're just throwing money at someone for a virtual flirting and shit like that. It's dumb as fuck. Okay? But essentially what happened is people realized, you know, you could capitalize on that market with a created character. Right? And what's the difference? Let's be honest here, with people here who have the waifus and things like that on the internet, and all these guys around the world that are completely enamored with anime and shit. What's the difference between that and the VTuber? Seriously, like, what's the difference? I don't know if there is one, because it seems to me like it's exactly the same thing. It's just, to me, it's sad, but it's still the same thing, right? So, how can you argue one way and not the other? Right? How can you argue that a human being completely dishonest with their viewing audience, flirting with a guy and making him feel like maybe he's gonna get something out of it that's never gonna happen, right, is somehow better than someone made a virtual character that doesn't exist and does exactly the same thing and someone throws money at them? Like, that doesn't seem to make sense to me. Like, you put two and two together, there's no logic there. See what I'm saying? Like, it seems like if you're okay with one, you have to be okay with the other, right? But they're not, because they're angry because someone else is basically doing something similar to what they were doing and basically making more doing it. They don't like that. They don't like that at all. Or maybe not making more, but taking away. You know, it's called market share. They're now sucking the market share away from them. It used to be this certain group of people who did it, and now it's virtual characters doing it. Personally, you guys know my take. That's the dumbest thing ever. I'm never gonna think that's anything worth anyone's time. People who support that, I mean, if you want to, go ahead, but I think that's incredibly stupid, a waste of everyone's time and money, and I mean, what the hell? Like, how are you ever gonna have a real life relationship if you spend your whole time sitting on a stream with someone across the world who's lying to you, flirting with you, pretending like they like you just to get money from you? You're never going to have a relationship. You're never going to have anything meaningful in your life if that's what you do with your time. That's a complete waste of your time and money and effort. You should be out there actually maybe try and actually have a life for yourself that's not virtual, and it's, you know, actually meet a real woman who is romantic and you can have a relationship with and actually build something with in real life instead of wasting your time on virtual shit. I'm just saying. Anyway, that's my take. Now, would I ever do anything like that? Listen, as a joke, yeah, maybe if someone wanted to see something as a ridiculous joke. Phil did a VTuber stream it for April Fools or something, right? And I figured out a way to do it easily. It wasn't a big deal. I could just do it one-off stream, something stupid. Then yeah, I would never do that as something serious. You guys know who I am. You recognize my voice. You've been seeing me do this for over 12 years. Dude, I'm not gonna turn all of a sudden one day into a fucking VTuber who hides his fucking face and you're like, no, yo, now I'm doing it. No, that's not gonna happen. That's ridiculously stupid. Not gonna happen at all. Okay, here's the final vagabond, then we can go back. Alright, let's see here. So, Awesomeness Kaboom. Cheers, I'm Cupid. I'm giving you one of my arrows. What will you do with it? I don't need any Cupid arrows. I'm good. I am married to the love of my life. I'm perfectly happy. I don't need any love arrows. We already have more than enough love here. We're good. I would give it to someone who really needs it. How about that? I would give it away. Nice cherry. Alright, Awesomeness Kaboom cheered, and he said, been watching some of your videos, Phil. I hope you go back to Fire Pro Sims. They were fun. You know, I actually remember I did like the Fire Pro Wrestling Sims. I thought that they were pretty good. That year in particular, if you remember, I think they were actually better than the WWE Sims that I did. Mostly because the WWE Sims weren't very good that year. I think that year it was like kind of disappointing. But at this point, I doubt I'm going to be going back to anything like that anytime soon. I'm waiting kind of for a new WWE game to come out, and I am in anticipation that hopefully one will come out. That's great, but it's probably going to be a while considering the fact that there's not even like a scheduled one coming out even this year. There's been no hint that a WWE game's coming out, so that would be 2 straight years in a row with no WWE game, which is kind of, you know, I don't know, what's the word for it? What's the word for that? Like scary? That 2 years in a row they couldn't put out a good WWE game and we're still waiting for one? Like, what's going on over there, right? I don't know. Oh, let's see. Frog in a party hat. Wow, Frog in a party hat. You do realize that Sun Quan is a fucking a restreamer and got permanently banned when they finally got exposed and with definitive evidence that they are that restreamer. So we're not talking about them on my fucking stream. I don't care what kind of a tuber they are. They're permanently banned because of that reason. So we don't talk about that shit in here. Yeah. Oh, let's see here. Really? Awesomeness Kaboom saying he just got scammed. This is a true story. He cheered. Listen to this. This is a true story. Happened to me last week. A girl added me on Tinder. She wanted to add me to Snapchat. I said okay. She was being nice and asked me if I worked. I said yes, I work. What about you? She said I finished 6th grade. I'm going to university. And she said, could you give me money? I said no. And then I blocked her. What the fuck? What the fuck? Did you tell Tinder about that? If you're on any dating app and someone is telling you they're in 6th grade, I'm pretty sure the dating app would want to fucking know about that. I'm pretty sure that they should have that account locked and alerted. Like, what the fuck? Holy shit. That person should not be on there. I mean, of course, it could be someone just fucking, you know, being a troll on the internet, but still, that shit should not be allowed. Are you kidding me? Jesus. Derek, you're right. I forgot about that. He said that there is actually an AEW game in development that, is being made, and, you know, maybe, you're right, maybe the AEW game will be good, and will take over for WWE. I get the feeling a lot of people who bought WWE 2K every year may buy the AEW game, because it is a similar fan base, if not a ton of crossover between the fan bases. And if you're really dying and itching for a good wrestling game, you can't get one, because the 2K series is indefinitely suspended and not coming back for any time soon. Yeah, people might just jump into the AEW game and see if it's any good. So I guess we're going to see. Derek also says the AEW game will have mixed matches. Yeah, because AEW every once in a while does mixed matches, right? I think so. Okay. Ghost of Jay just Resub for 18 months and ask, should I unsub? Well, how would you unsub? Once you sub, you can't really unsub. It has to expire, right? I think you can deny a gifted sub, but I don't think you can sub and unsub. I mean, obviously you just paid for the sub. I'm pretty sure you're not going to unsub. You can manually unsub in the options, then how could you sub? This is weird to me. If you sub to a channel, you can unsub? That doesn't make sense. I can see if you were gifted a sub, you can unsub. But I don't think you can manually unsub if you just subbed. I'm pretty sure. That's odd. I think what you could do is you could say, you can unsub, but it'll say, oh, okay, when it expires, you're not going to sub anymore or something. You know what I mean? Like, it won't be a recurring sub? I don't know. Then again, I'm not a recurring sub with anyone, so I wouldn't even know. Oh, I see. Jerkstore says 10 of you will still be sub, but you can hide the sub crown. Okay. I guess that kind of makes sense. Yeah, because not once ever has someone subbed to my channel and then basically taken it back. Like, anytime anyone subs, you know, basically I get the credit for it. It doesn't matter if someone's, oh, it's a troll sub and I undid it. I still get it. So, yeah, I don't know how the hell that would work. All right. Apathetic God just tipped me $4.20. Thank you very much, Apathetic God. I appreciate that. That will jump us up to $14 in tips so far tonight. There we go. Thank you. Oh, shit. It was supposed to be 14, not 40. Awesomeness Kaboom Cheers says the AW game will not be out until next year, likely. I cheered 150. I'm not up there. Oh, okay. Hold on. I actually thought you had done two 100s. Oh, you did a 50 and a 150. My bad. I thought he did two 100s. He did a 50 and a 150. Somehow my brain added them together. And then they'll divided. I don't know. That's weird. Anyway, yes, you are the top cheerer. Awesomeness Kaboom. Thank you. My brain is doing weird math on the fly here. Alright, I didn't even need to heal up. We had leveled up sufficiently. I didn't even need to heal up. So Kazuka's level 93. It looks like everyone else is around level 90. I wonder with the, you know, hour and a half, hour 45 minutes we have of just grinding here tonight. If we can get everyone to 99 tonight, that would be really good. I don't know if we're going to be able to do that, but I'm damn sure going to try. Okay. Derek, I did not watch Bill Nye the Science Guy. I watched another science show that was on exactly the same time. That was called Beakman's World. That was the one that I actually enjoyed watching. And I know a lot of other people who did watch Bill Nye at the time and people talk about it and stuff, but I would not know about it because I would watch Beakman's World. Well, Madara's got us saying no. Kenny Omega is saying the game will come out this year. Well, who knows when it's coming out then. Shout out to Fallen1570 who resubscribed for 41 months in a row. Thank you for the ongoing support, Fallen. He says, I finally got around to finishing your Bug Snacks playthrough. Man, what an ending. Keep up the good work, Phil, bro. I agree with you. That's why I ranked it as highly as I did in my Games of 2020 countdown. Like, that story is well written and not for kids. That story is 100% an adult-oriented story, and it's really good. So if you guys did not see my Bug Snacks playthrough or didn't play the game for yourself, I urge you, do one of those two, if not both. That game is good. Very good. Okay. So Sparring King Charity said, it's my understanding you can cancel your sub, but you don't get the money back. Okay. See, that makes sense. And that would make sense if you're gifted the sub, and you don't want to have that gifted sub, that you could cancel it too. Yeah, that would make sense, I guess.
What's this? Nature is about to get furious.
Yeah. Big Old Bean, I heard there is a Silent Hill game in development. I didn't hear about 2. I didn't hear about that. It's funny, though. Someone made the best tweet. They said, let's all face it. This whole deal about Silent Hill being in development again is just going to be a monkey's paw. Alright? So for those of you who don't know what a monkey's paw is, it's a reference to basically like saying be careful what you wish for. The story is that there's a monkey's paw that's like shriveled and disgusting, but it has magical powers, and if you find it and you wish on it, it'll give you wishes, but it'll twist your wishes to be something bad that you didn't want. Like, it'll be like, man, I wish that I was a millionaire, okay? And all your family members die, and you inherit all their money and you become a millionaire because you're the only one left, but your whole family fucking dies to get it. Like, that would be a monkey's paw wish, you see? So it's kind of like, we all wish Silent Hill would come back, but the fact that Konami is in such fucking a shitty company now, it really is a monkey's paw situation where the game might come out and we might really, really, really regret it, you know? Let's see here. Awesomeness Kaboom Cheer again said, they brought out a Kingdom Hearts card game, a Kingdom Hearts RPG, a Kingdom Hearts mobile game How do you think Kingdom Hearts turn-based game would do? You mean turn-based game? That's, well, okay, I understand what you're saying. You're saying, what if Kingdom Hearts actually was a traditional turn-based RPG, which it's not. It's more action-based, which is why a lot of people feel it has more mainstream appeal, because it is more active, and it's not turns. Okay, listen, I grew up with turn-based. That's what I grew up with the Final Fantasies, with Dragon Warrior, with Chrono Trigger, Earthbound. Like, that's what I'm used to. I like turn-based. A lot of people think it's too slow-moving or it's not exciting enough. I feel it's great. I mean, look at this. Look at this playthrough I'm still playing, right? I'm doing the optional late-game Super Dungeon stuff because I like turn-based so much. So, obviously, for me, I have no problems with it, but I don't know if the audience for Kingdom Hearts would like that. I'm curious about it. I'm actually curious about if it would do well or not. I don't know. Ow. Well, I got a tip. I got someone I've never heard of. I just want to see if it's real or not before I shout it out here. In the meantime, Snorlax Cheer said, "You ever play an old TNA game on the 360? What's your most enjoyable wrestling game in general, based on things like roster, game modes, and such?" I think I did, right? Didn't I do it? Didn't I cover it? I swear I covered it, the TNA game. I don't think it was very good, if I'm remembering correctly. I think it was kind of shitty when I played it, because it didn't have that character Suicide or whatever in it. Yeah, it had that character Suicide or whatever the fuck his name was. So I didn't really like it that much. I think I remember playing, I thought it was really repetitive, and it was nowhere near as good as a WWE game. So, in my experience, it wasn't that great. Now, best wrestling game ever, like the old school PS2 SmackDown or SmackDown vs. Raw games used to be really good, because you could create your own wrestlers, and then you could do simulations. You could actually do 8-man Royal Rumble matches, 8 players playing at once, which you can't even do on current consoles. But you could do that back then. Yeah, I'm trying to remember, because you could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, maybe, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe it was 6. It might have been 6, because right now you can only do 4. You can only do 4 players. Back then, I'm pretty sure you could do 6. I could be wrong, but I know, because I used to have the multi-tap for PS2, and I'd have all my friends playing at once, and all doing wrestlers and eliminating each other. It was super fun. So that would be the ones that I liked the most. But I didn't, a lot of people say, oh, the really old school ones, like old WWF No Mercy and stuff like that. I never played any of those. So KFC Drums tipped me $1.30 and said, I know this might be a little off topic. Since you talked about VTubers, what do you think about furries? I really don't know much about it. I don't want to comment on it because that's kind of very uneducated. I know that for some people it's a thing. It's like a fetish to dress up as an animal or whatever in a fursuit. More power to you, I guess. If it doesn't hurt anyone else, who cares? Let's see here. Nope, that's bored. That person's already banned, I can tell. Gunnar Hansen, Timmy $1.50 said, did you see the Mortal Kombat movie trailer? Okay, yes, I did. I actually watched the Mortal Kombat movie trailer during the break. I figured since I was wearing the Mortal Kombat shirt today, I probably should watch the trailer to comment on it. I'll be honest with you. Honestly, I don't think the movie's going to be any better than the one from the 1990s. I mean, it didn't have any humor in the trailer at all. It seemed like they were going for ultra serious. And it seems like it will be adult-oriented, gory. I mean, Kano drops the F-bomb in the trailer and rips someone's heart out, like, in the movie. So obviously it's going to be rated R, which is good. I think Mortal Kombat should be rated R, honestly. At the same time, it didn't look good to me. Like, it kind of just looked like okay. But it like a lot of the scenes reminded me of Mortal Kombat from the 90s. Like Sub-Zero has an ice sword. He's going like this with the ice sword, like rubbing the ice sword with his hand. And they're like, isn't that straight out of the 90s movie? I swear that's a scene from the fucking movie. So I don't know if it's gonna be any good. I don't know. I'm not like. Let me put it this way: it didn't blow me away. I wasn't like, oh god, that's terrible. But I wasn't blown away. I was like, this kind of reminds me of the 90s movie, so I don't know what the difference is. Besides, maybe it's adult-oriented with a lot more gore and swearing. But let's see here. Awesomeness Kaboom Cheers said, WWE Here Comes the Pain and No Mercy is great. I love it. Also, Rumble Roses. Actually, wasn't Rumble Roses for 360? It was the all-females wrestling game. I never played it. Yeah, I never played it. It came out around the same time as Dead or Alive 6? Was it? No, Dead or Alive 4. Whichever one was the 360 game. Right? And I like Dead or Alive because it has a more variety of gameplay. So I didn't play Rumble Roses.
well. You're in it. Take your best shot. Power.
Oh, I see. So Rumble Bruisers 1 was on PS2, and then the sequel was a 360 exclusive for a bit. Oh, I didn't even know there was a PS2 version. Gimme Mo, thank you for the cheer. Yes, please don't be making those kind of jokes when I'm pissed off about an earlier stream. Seriously. Trying to have a good chill stream here tonight. Good conversation and not ruin it, okay? So I know what Beekman's World was about. Well, Beekman was supposed to be like a scientist, and he had like a lab assistant who was a woman and a giant rat, a guy who was dressed as a giant rat in a rat outfit. And the rat was like sarcastic and would try to like basically be like the comedy foil off of Beekman, and Beekman was more serious, although Beekman was actually kind of a funny guy too, because he had his hair who stood straight up almost, like really crazy looking. Cool. I'm trying to remember in particular anything else about the show, but I can't really. It was so long ago, I can't really remember that much about it.
I got this. Okay.
Man, this is annoying. Die, you fucker. He didn't die. I don't want him to get away, so I guess I'm gonna have to use Pyro Breath on him. There we go. Okay.
Let's go.
We should use Paralysis Prong. Here we go. Ooh, slam his ass for 994 damage.
Good time. Nice.
Excellent.
Look at me go. Hell yeah.
Then Boggle says, I hated that rat. Did you really? Did you watch the show too?
I'm getting stronger.
Oh yeah, Derek says Johnny Cage is trending on Twitter. I didn't see Johnny Cage wasn't in the trailer for Mortal Kombat, right? I don't think he was. Werefirms, I completely agree with you that Assassin's Creed Valhalla is too long and it overstays its welcome and ends up being boring in the end. So you're right in that regard, in my opinion. He's not? Wow. Johnny Cage is not in the Mortal Kombat film. Do you see what the point I'm trying to make? Like, Mortal Kombat is over-the-top gore, and definitely supposed to be adult-oriented. At the same time, Mortal Kombat has always had humor in it. Always. Since the very first ones, it's had humor in it. With a character like Johnny Cage, so it seems to me like they're almost going for, like, edgelord, edgy version Mortal Kombat. Oh my god, R-rated gore and swearing, and it's like, I don't know. I don't know if that's what I want, you know? I don't know if that's what I want. I liked the 90s movie. Gimme Mo cheered is wondering how this game differs from other traditional turn-based games. Really, the one way that it differs is because it's in a modern setting, they try to rationalize a lot of the things in the game. So, for example, as you can see, everyone's got baseball bats and stuff that have barbed wire wrapped around them. Oh, I don't actually shoot lightning. I have a taser, right? Stuff like that. And in my opinion, in that regard, it's very similar to South Park, The Stick of Truth, and South Park, The Fractured Butthole, where they tried to show how the kids could basically have these powers in combat, because obviously they were just role-playing. It wasn't real magic and shit that they were using during the course of that game. And I like it in that regard. Of course, also the game takes place in Japan, very Japanese-centric when it comes to culture and things of that nature. And I really enjoyed it for that reason. I actually think I learned a lot about Japanese culture during the time that I was playing the story of this game. Right now, we're done with all that. I've beaten all the rest of the post-game now. So, let's see here. So, Nistar Rune wants me to explain Italian dishes. Chicken Valdostana, I don't know what that is. Penne Boscagliola, don't know what that is. Penne Bolognese, that's penne pasta in a meat-based sauce. So it would be a red tomato sauce that has meat in it. That's a very common dish. Penne crostacci, I don't know. Sole piccata, well, sole, it means fish. So it's some kind of a fish dish. But I don't know what the piccata or puttanesca preparation is. I don't know. But sole would be a fish. Yeah, I don't know what those are. Well, Boscagliola? Valdostana. No, like, none of those would even appear on a menu at an Italian restaurant where I came from on the East Coast. None of those dishes appear. I've never heard of any of them.
Sweet.
You know, they're like chicken cacciatore, stuff like that. Eggplant, you know, your typical eggplant parm, stuff like that. But also, like, I've had rollatini, which is actually chicken or, what is going on here? Stop this. I'm pressing the wrong button. Rollatini is like chicken or eggplant, and they roll it into these rolls. You think like a jelly roll, but think it's like eggplant with mozzarella cheese and breading, and they roll it up, and then they put it in like tomato sauce and stuff like that, and bake it. I've had that. I have not heard of these preparations that you're describing. Likely those are like really traditional, in which case you wouldn't even find those in an Americanized restaurant, I would guess. That would be my guess. So let's see. Sir Spartan King Cheer says, do you think since Yakuza is getting so much post-game airtime, you give Hitman 3 alternate choices? Probably not. Because the reason that this is entertaining is because we're not focusing on the game when I do it. We're talking, we're having conversation. That's what's entertaining. When I was playing Hitman 3, like, you have to concentrate. When you have to concentrate, I can't interact with you guys, which means it wouldn't be entertaining to the audience, especially if it's just this assassination goes over and over and over. I just don't feel like it. So the answer is no. Give me Mo cheered, and he said, since you're farming levels for the stream, can you give us easy gambles so we can farm some penne points? I don't know, what would you guys wanna, what could we wager on a stream like this? I don't know, what could it be? Something that would be, you know, a simple wager that's not complicated or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. People are just talking about it now. Derek says the TNA video game was called TNA Impact. You never played it. It came out September 9th, 2008. You only did TNA Sims WWE. Seriously? No, okay, I must have played it then. I know I played it because I remember playing as that suicide character in a video game. I 100% remember doing that. So you know what? I must have bought it before I ever did YouTube and played it before I ever did YouTube. Yeah. I remember not liking it. I remember thinking it was boring and not fun. Like, I thought that the WWE games at the time were better. Major Wright Cheers says, Phil doesn't wander far from Chef Boyardee. He always has a can with 3 feet of himself. That is correct. I'm sitting on a can of it right now, warming it up for later. That's how I actually warm my Chef Boyardee. I use my giant ass to warm it. So that way I save money. I don't have to use the microwave. There you go. Oh, no, I've never heard of Marco Cree. Derek wants me to rate Interstate Love Song, Everything Zen, Dragula, and Eat the Rich. Yeah, Everything Zen's the lowest for that. I don't really like Everything Zen. I would say... Man, I would say Dragula is third. It's very hard for me to judge between Interstate Love Song and Eat the Rich. They're both really great songs, in my opinion. Like, Eat the Rich is super fast-paced, exciting, and funny to the lyrics, you know. Interstate Love Song is a very more serious, somber song, but it has a really, like, a nice hook. Very great singing in it, too. Oh, that's a tough choice. Alright. Watch me. I would say Eat the Rich is a more exciting, like, party song, but I'm gonna go with Interstate Love Song because I think Interstate Love Song is a more complicated song that has more musical talent in it. There you go. Not to say that Aerosmith is not musically talented. I actually think Aerosmith has other songs that are more musically talented than Eat the Rich. So I'm gonna go with Interstate Love Song first, Eat the Rich second, Dragula third, and Everything Zen last. I actually don't really like Everything Zen. There you go. Watch me.
You're in it now.
I don't know if we'll do any singing tonight or not. Depends on how I feel. Right now, I don't feel like it. We'll see later.
Okay.
Ooh.
Excellent.
Strong.
I'm getting stronger.
Very good. No overtime tonight. There's no more overtime at all. I told you guys. I mean, unless things change at some point. But right now, there is no ability for overtime whatsoever moving forward. Oh, congratulations, Mythical, on reaching champion ranking in Rainbow Six Siege. Sounds good. I don't know how hard that is. Didn't play it since launch. Derek, Little Radio or Paradise by the Dashboard Light or Footloose? I would actually go Gorilla Radio 1, Paradise by the Dashboard Light 2, Footloose last. Footloose is a silly song. It's not like, I don't think that's a great song or anything.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Ghost of Jay says, why do the enemies seem so easy if this is post-game? Because I've been grinding. When I started post-game grinding, I was level 60. I'm now level 95. So, I'm massively over-leveled to these enemies now. The only other enemies in the game that are tougher are in the final super dungeon, and they're level 99. So I have to level up as much as I can before I face them, or they're going to insta-kill me. So, this is necessary right now, what we're doing. Oops. There we go. Major Riot, don't get me wrong, I like Meatloaf, but I like Gorilla Radio more. That's what I was listening to a lot in the 90s. I was listening to Rage Against the Machine. Gimme Mo Cheer says, I miss when you used to have stuff behind you. We consider setting up a shelf, putting up figurines or something, maybe different art pieces. Well, of course, the ultimate goal is at some point to upgrade my setup and have a green screen, which I can't do right now. It's not possible. Especially with my current setup and the way I do stuff in OBS, I would need everything, better lighting, better everything. I told you guys I would consider putting stuff behind me if you wanted stuff after I did it for the PS5 launch, and most people said no. They said, don't put anything behind you, just keep it as it is for now. So, I could try to find stuff to put behind me. I don't know what I would put behind me right now, though. Yes, I did listen to Soundgarden back in the day. Absolutely, I did. I owned at least one of their albums, the one that had Black Hole Sun. I can't remember I think I might have owned another one of their albums, but I just remember the album with Black Hole Sun the most.
I feel the stats going up.
I'll take it.
Look at me go.
We're about 30 minutes in? About 30 minutes into the stream, a little over 30 minutes. So what's level am I at now? I think I just hit 94, 95. 95, so great progress. Scott Weiland or Kurt Cobain? I like the singing of Scott Weiland. Both incredibly sad stories, incredibly sad losses. But Scott Weiland singing, oh my god, it's fucking great. Okay.
Watch me.
Internal Miscreant, thank you for $1 tip, and I read your message. Thank you. Okay. Let's watch this animation while I update the leaderboard. A giant fucking wine bottle. Who wants some wine? Uh-oh. And insta-kill almost everybody.
Okay.
Local Nomad cheered. He says, more iconic between Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, and Martha Stewart, Ellen DeGeneres. I like Pacino over De Niro. And... oh, God. I don't like either Martha Stewart or Ellen DeGeneres. At all. Zero. I can't choose between two zeros. But I do think Al Pacino, I like his acting. So. Alright. Shirtless Mofo just did 100-bit cheers. Said, I'm playing Sekiro right now. The game is kicking the living shit out of me. Even though I'm good with Souls games, it's driving me nuts. Any tips on how to get good at it? Honestly, you have to brute force it. You have to force yourself to keep playing it until you master the parry. Once you've mastered the parry, you're good. But you have to master the parry in order to do anything in that game. And I would also recommend, I believe, what was the ability that was kind of like a shotgun? I don't think it was called the shotgun. It was called something else. But I almost thought of it as a shotgun. Basically what it is, it causes monster stun to their stun meter, whatever you do with it. So I maxed the fucking thing out, and by the end of the game, it was parry everything, and if that doesn't insta-kill them, shotgun the fuck out of them to get their stun meter all the way up. Like, that was my strategy for the end of the game. Fireworks, that's what it was, fireworks, yeah. And the final boss, I was blasting with fireworks and doing a giant stun chunk to his fucking bar, which was crazy. The final boss, I was doing that to, you know?
Nice. Hell yeah. Strong.
I'm getting stronger.
Alright, still leveling. Is that it? Nope, we got one more to do before we have to reset. Where do you get the fireworks? They're in the game. It's one of the abilities you get, Shirtless Mofo. But likely if you haven't found them yet, you're gonna find them naturally in the course of the game. So. Or maybe it's one of those things you have to get the crafting components and the blacksmith will craft it for you. The fireworks are really good, but basically they only work against beasts early on, like animal style enemies. Later on, when you level them up, they fucking do it. They just stun everybody, if I remember correctly. I don't know if it was, actually, no, I don't know if it was the fireworks. I'm almost feeling it wasn't the fireworks. It was something else. I don't think it was the fireworks I used in the last fight. I don't think so. I think it was another thing, because I remember I in my mind, I associated it with the shotgun. I thought it was a shotgun. Even though I know it wasn't in the game. It wasn't called a shotgun. That's how I used it. Are you guys sure it was the fireworks? It was the axe. You're absolutely right. Super Kawaii Sonico says it was the Azure axe. That's correct. It was, so you get the axe, level the shit out of that fucking axe. If you have the ability to level up, dude, that thing does insane stun later in the game when you level it up. It does giant chunks of stun. No, Shirtless Mobo, it's not the fireworks, it's the axe. That's what it was, yes. Because for some reason, I just thought the axe was like a shotgun. Don't ask me why. In my brain, it associated it as a shotgun. Yeah, he would do this really elaborate spinning slash with the axe and hit you and boom, giant stun on your meter. Cool. And then you try to hit him a few more times to finish it. You fill that stun meter and then you got him. You get that finisher attack. Foreigner or Nirvana? Nirvana. Because really the only Foreigner song that I know too much about is Hot Blooded. Outside of that, I really don't know many others.
Watch me.
Okay, I did get him. I was gonna say, you told me that guy didn't die. Cold as ice, yeah, I know that one too. You're as cold as ice. So I guess I know two Foreigner songs. Drop the bow. Lemons or limes? I like lime, even though both are very tart. I like limes over lemons. Villain X, what's going on? Good evening, good to see you here tonight.
I feel the stats going
When is
up.
Divinity? Once we finish Assassin's Creed Valhalla. That's the answer I have for you. If we finish it tomorrow like I'm planning, then it would be Monday. Easton Taylor is here tonight and cheers. Hello, Easton Taylor. How are you? Good to see you. Can I sing I Said I Loved You But I Lied by Michael Bolton? No. Double Vision and Jukebox Hero are also Foreigner. Oh, wow. Really? Double Vision? I actually didn't know Double Vision was Foreigner. That's a good song. I've never seen, Derek, I've never seen a single episode of Ellen. I've never seen a single episode of Dr. Phil. I've never seen any of that daytime TV shit. Not once. I don't sit around watching daytime TV. I'm always busy. Derek, I really don't want to sing any right now. Maybe later tonight. I'm not in a singing mood tonight, right now, anyway. So, I'd rather have fun conversation. Yeah, Golden Nobles, apparently, you know, a lot has been said about Ellen over the internet now. Things coming out basically saying that she's not a very good person. She's insanely controlling. She's very rude to people, including her guests backstage. Basically, she thinks that she's, like, hot shit. Just hilarious. Ellen DeGeneres is hot shit. Right. Right. Westside Phil, if you think there's nothing fun about the chill stream, you can leave and not complain. I already warned everyone tonight of the kind of stream this would be. It's just about interaction with me and grinding. If you don't like it, please leave. Come back on another stream that you enjoy. Don't sit here and bitch or you're going to get your ass kicked out of here. I have zero tolerance for it tonight. Zero. Zero! Okay. I'm doing all right, Astral Lady Maria. Thank you for asking. Huevos Diablos asked everything about visiting Japan. I would like to visit someday. Don't want to live there or any extended period of time. I would like to go there for a vacation, although I know for a fact from people who've been there, two things. Incredibly expensive. Everything is small. So basically, you're going to spend a ton of money for something that if you got it in the United States, you'd pay like nothing. And so you'll pay a ridiculous amount, thousands of dollars to get a hotel that's like the size of a closet. You'll pay top dollar for like fast food. Like that's how expensive it is in Japan. Everyone I know who's gone there has said exactly the same thing. They like going there. It's a nice touristy place, but man, is it fucking expensive. And everything is crammed and small there. Not good in that regard. So, there you go. Well, let's see here. Gimme Mo, there is 0 chance of DSP blazes it. I hate smoking in general. My mom smoked her whole life, and because of that, I have a lifetime aversion to smoking. I hate any kind of smoke, whether it's cigarette smoke, cigar smoke, weed smoke. I hate it all. And I would not smoke fucking weed in my house and make my house stink disgustingly either. So the answer is no, no, and no.
Bring it on.
Well, Westside Phil, I'm sorry to hear that you're having a bad day, but please don't rub it off on everyone else here on the stream. You know, we're trying to have a I understand, but please, you know,
You're in for it now.
relax. Blinks Fire, good evening. How are you? Welcome to the stream. No, I've never seen, I don't remember an episode of King of the Hill where Dale talks about golfing in Japan. Nope. No, I've never tried edibles. Nope. I have no desire to do drugs.
Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah. No, I did not qualify to go to SBO for in Japan. I basically came in the place below being able to qualify to go to SBO for Japan. Yes. It was all well documented on the internet. Because I documented it myself. Angelo Best just says that my streams are a drug to him. Well, don't OD. Everything in moderation, right? There you go.
Well, you're in it now. Take this. I get fears.
Bruh. Hell's Kitchen, Kitchen Nightmares, or Hotel Hell? Hotel Hell is like a knockoff. Seriously, it's like a knockoff of Kitchen Nightmares. So that's out immediately. Hell's Kitchen or Kitchen Nightmares, that's tough. See, Hell's Kitchen, I'll be honest with you guys. Watching Hell's Kitchen for the many seasons that I did, I actually learned about food and cooking from watching the show. Not to say that I have the skills to do it, but I learned some stuff from watching. It's actually a very educational show to watch if you're paying attention to everything that's going on the show. Kitchen Nightmares is kind of like the ultimate cringe show. People who have absolutely no business operating fucking restaurants, operating restaurants and doing it poorly, getting people sick, having the most disgusting food you've ever seen in your life, fridges that everything's expired. Like, it's insane, some of the stuff that goes on in that show. But the show ended because they actually, if you guys aren't aware, what happened was Gordon went to 1 or 2 places where basically he gave the people the tools to succeed, and they refused. One place outright kicked him out and said, leave, we don't think that anything you're saying is going to work. And there was another place that basically he gave them all the tools to succeed, and as soon as he left, they threw them all out. They thought, oh, I know better than Gordon, so fuck that. So basically they threw all the shit out, and both of those businesses ended up completely imploding. And I think at least a few of them went out of business. And I guess, I don't know, basically something really bad happened PR-wise, and so they had to end the series for some reason. Like, they couldn't basically get anyone, like, to go on the show anymore. I don't know if, I think what it is, I think someone sued the show. I'm not sure about that, but I think someone sued them, trying to say that, like, Gordon promised the world and didn't deliver, and now they have bad press and bad rep, plus they didn't get anything out of it, or something like that. I don't know. Let's see here. Do I still plan on opening a restaurant someday? I'm doubtful. I don't know where I would get the time or money to do that. Probably never going to happen. The big goat says actually he only saves less than 10% of the businesses he visits because the sad part is that they're just too much in debt and they can't make up enough money to save themselves. That's sad.
Take it.
That's really sad. Because on some of the shows you can see some of the people actively make a change for the better, and they just, I guess they just don't have enough money to save themselves, you know? How long can you operate at a loss? Even if you start operating at a profit, if you're that much in a loss, and you just can't pay back your debtors, you're fucked, you know? That really stinks. Oh, Sir Ronan is here. He's resubscribed for 2 months. Said, yo, what's up, Sir Ronan? Good to see you tonight. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the support. Snorlax cheers. This is living in a legal state. Do you find you constantly run into smell of weed while shopping or going out to eat? Any funny encounters? Do we constantly run into it? No. Do we ever run into it? Yes. Have we ever? Do I run into it more often here in Washington State than I did when I lived in Connecticut? Yes. But the last year, everyone's wearing a mask, so in reality, no, in the last year, I basically haven't smelled it at all, because you can't really smell shit when you're wearing a mask. You know what I mean? Like, you can't even discern between it to say you can smell it or not. So, the last year, no, because of COVID. Before then, yeah, definitely I smelled it a lot more often. Any funny stories in regards to weed? No. Not at all. But there was, I told this story before. There was one time my wife and I were driving through downtown, where we live here, and there was a guy, he couldn't have been on weed. It had to have been something heavy. He was so hot. He was wandering into the middle of the street. Live traffic. We're not talking the crosswalk was telling him to go. He just walked into the middle of the street in front of cars on his phone like this, like staggering around. Couldn't tell where he was. He walked onto the sidewalk. There was a public trash can, and he stumbled and he flipped and went face first into the trash can. Just completely flipped into it. And we're both staring at him like, what the fuck? And then he couldn't get out. He was like, you know, bumbling around in the trash can to try to get out. And we're like, dude, someone's got to call the cops on this guy. Like, he's going to get himself or someone else killed because he's walking in the middle of the street and he doesn't know where he is. There's no way he was on pot. Like I said, he was definitely, it was real bad off, whatever it was. Let's see here. Oh, here we go. So this guy is basically a troll. So this guy can go fuck himself. What a shot. Oh shit. That is not what I wanted to write. He's already banned. Good. Local Nomad cheers. So can we get Emerald, Legacy, Bam, or kicking it up a notch? No. Why would I do that? Am I Emerald Legacy? Is that what you think of me?
Excellent. Nice.
You think of me as Emerald? Strong. Do I look like Emerald to you?
I'm getting stronger.
The Herb Brother cheered. He says, I can see DSP being awkward around weed like he does with sex in games. Awkward around weed? I mean, no. For me, the few times that I did weed, I didn't really feel that high. The first time I didn't feel high at all. After that, definitely, like, what would happen is, like, I would want to talk a lot about life and, you know, the afterlife and what's the meaning of life and what's this and what's the big picture. Like, I used to talk with I used to smoke weed when I was in high school. And I would talk with my teenage friends about what do you want to do with the rest of your life? Do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? You know, that kind of stuff. And then when the high would come down, like, what the fuck did we just talk about for like 3 hours? I don't know. I was high. I don't know what I said. Right? Really weird shit like that. But, no, if I smoked weed now, I doubt it would even affect me that much. Seriously, like, it would probably just, I don't know, I'd probably just be angry or, I don't know, mellow. I'd probably go to sleep. I'd probably, oh man, I'm fuck this, I'm so mellow, I'm going to sleep. Fuck you guys. You guys talk amongst yourselves on the stream. I'm out of here. I'm chill. Sir Ronan, I don't have a particular favorite alcohol brand. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Good time. Nice. Level 97 for Kasuga. Everyone else around 92 or 93, so we're making good progress here. And we're almost an hour into the stream. So. Wait, I missed it. I missed the turn. It was right here. Favorite quotes and lines from Hell's Kitchen? I mean, all the mannerisms of Gordon Ramsay. Calling people Muppets, donkeys. You know, always saying, crunchy risotto, undercooked, raw! All that stuff is pretty funny. No, I did the wrong move! I completely picked the wrong one. I didn't mean to do karambit. Well, that sucks. Hopefully I can kill him.
Watch this. Take your best shot.
I don't know if I'm gonna kill him. He might actually survive now because I hit the wrong fucking move. Sucks.
Let's go. You're weak. Go in here.
Oh my god, he's gonna get away. No! I got another rapid shot.
Take this.
There we go. I got a rapid shot. Good shit. Oh, let's see. Gimme Mo really thinks I should try edibles. It would help with your stress and tension. I don't care about getting high. I don't want to get high. Oh my god. The Herb Brother cheers, so you should try edibles. They help with post-nasal drip and burping. No, they do not. They would not help with my disgusting things and the physical problems that I have. I'm sorry to tell you. I'm still going to be gross whether I'm high or not. I'll still be gross. Herb Brother cheers again says, sing Because I Got High by Afro Man. No. How about that? No, Sitgo, I've not gotten any of the new Xbox consoles. Boom! Very nice. Good job.
I feel the stats going up.
I'll take it.
Look at me go. Moving up.
Everyone's job rank is around 80s into 90s as well, so we're getting there with the jobs.
I did it.
Good. Good. Favorite Ja Rule song? Favorite? Like, I remember a single Ja Rule song. Are you out of your mind? Ja Rule? Of all the people to remember, why would I remember him? Yes, thank you for another cheer. Gimme more. Where he just basically says, do edibles again. Okay, great. Okay. Ja Rule was the greatest. What do you say was? What do you mean by was? He's still alive? Why you gotta talk about him like that? Are you saying he's done? You saying Ja Rule is done and will never, ever have notoriety ever again? Really? You're saying Ja Rule is over? Hashtag Ja Rule is over party? What? I can't believe you would say that. I'm gonna tell him you said that and see what he says. I'm gonna find him on social media. And whoa! Illusion God says that Ja Rule was a fake Tupac. Whoa, shit. I'm definitely telling him you said that. You guys may not know this, but I got clout. I'm verified on Twitter. So if I tweet a celebrity, they you know, they listen. There you go. Who's he go? Or cheers. Let's do DMT together. I don't even know what the fuck that is. So no. Alright. Derek says, where's the lamb sauce is his favorite Hell's Kitchen lie. My favorite Backstreet Boys song? Show me the meaning of being lonely. There you go. Oops. Save up. Okay. Oops. Alright guys, so FYI, we are about an hour into the stream, which means only about an hour left. Alright. Good progress with the grinding for sure. It looks like definitely Kasuga's going to hit 99 tonight. I don't know about anyone else, but Kasuga undoubtedly is going to hit 99 tonight. Which is good. That's what we're going for. And I want to say thanks to everyone so far. Oh my god, excuse me. Bleach number 9 tipped me $1, said I'm afraid if I smoke really strong Washington legal weed or do mushrooms or acid, I'll start hallucinating the tractors coming out because it can bring out big fears. No, it's stupid. Incredibly stupid.
Cool. Get alive.
Alright. We're currently at $18 in tips with that tip from Bleach number 9. There you go.
I'm up.
Watch me.
Get serious.
Nice. Destroy. Okay.